Yeah, we bring reviews of your house. Talk to our dudes of your house. I bring my views of your house. Wrestling truths of your house. We talk to you in your house. We keeps it cool in your house. We keeps it cool in your house. I'm spitting truths in your house. Yes, Mark's hating on his fans. Becky's niche on the man. Play with two like alliance. Household a dangerous alliance. I am a nightmare like Cody, and I'm overcoming like Kobe. No, they cannot hold me. Come listen, I'm hosting, critiquing, I'm boasting. This wrestling I'm knowing.
It's all about podcasts these days.
This is Leo Rush, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, and you are listening to the In Your House podcast.
This is Austin Theory of Evolve, and you're listening to the In Your House podcast.
This is AEW's Darby Allin, and you're listening to In Your House podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your House, starring Alakon House. This is the People's Podcast. Haha. Hey guys, you already know who it is. It's your boy Con, ready to give you that work. When it comes to this professional wrestling business, that is what we do, and hey, we love it. So let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's alright. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, hey, we can get to you. And where is the clock? I'm checking the time because last time that I checked, In Your House was the hottest professional wrestling podcast in the Midwest, because we hit them with that work, round the clock. You guys already know what it is. Oh yes, the director is in the house, and guys, it is a wonderful Friday evening. It's again for the In Your House Facebook Live podcast, and I definitely didn't come alone. And man, I just got to say this: we don't got Hutch here, as you guys can see. He's on assignment, and once again, if you guys don't know what it is when I say he's on assignment, it means he's a bitch. But no, you got some other stuff going on. But who is here is our other co-host of the Facebook Live pod, and that is reporter Drake Kennedy. How's it going, bro?
It's going, man. How are you?
Going good, man. Going good. Are you good tonight?
Yeah, I'm a little winded from your intro.
Man, every time I got to do it, I'm winded, man. I got the drip going on, a little nasal drip going on and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sitting over here sucking up water and shit.
Killing yourself,
man. Just dying, man. But you know what? I had to do it because we got a mighty big episode today, bro.
Really? For sure.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked for it.
Oh,
it's gonna be killer.
Oh, it's gonna be super killer, bro. And just so you guys know, we're doing this on Friday night. But for the podcast listeners, you guys are gonna be listening to this at Monday morning, 6 a.m. So put In Your House in your ears while you're driving the kids to school, or maybe you're just driving to work. We're here to give you that work. And as we were just talking about me and Drake, man, we got some heavy hitters here on the pod tonight. And, man, I really got a chance to see these guys about midway through 2019. Got a chance to see them for the first time as a tag team. And, man, as soon as I saw these cats, I was like, yo, they are dope as fuck. And like I got a chance to see them again and again and again, and then they just kept getting better and better. And man, when I saw them, I was like, so story real quick, y'all. So like we was doing the benefit show, New Year's, bro, and they just pulling back the curtain just a little bit. I was booking that show, and these dudes gave me a promo, and I looked at that shit. And I just started dying laughing, yo. Like, this shit was killing me. It was the funniest shit ever. Straight dying. But besides that, dudes are just killer in the ring. I mean, they could go anywhere they want to go and get work, and they're just dope, man. And that is Tyler Lydol and Mean Dick Michaels, the original Sins. How's it going, fellas?
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us, bro. That was a killer intro.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I feel that.
No problem, man. No.
Rest in peace, Mike Hutch.
Hey,
Man.
R.I.P.
He gone. Like, he gone. Love, man.
I feel that.
Man. You guys come all the way down here and he ain't even here, like, oh, man.
Throw him a hot funeral though?
Oh, we're going to, oh, you already know it's going to be on and popping, you know what I mean? As soon as his casket's dropping, we're going to be hitting up all Cash Money, taking over for the 99 and the 2000. You know what it is.
Of course, we ain't going to his funeral because he ain't coming.
Yeah, he didn't come here, so why would you guys do that? Skip out on the funeral.
The only thing you guys are missing, we got a Jordan shoebox to bury him.
Yo, his old skinny ass, man, he'll fit in the whole thing. Oh, man. And, bro, we're already getting the people over here in the Facebook Live, the people coming on in, and we're going to holler at them. I'm sure they got questions for the Sins. But the first thing I want to ask y'all, and I'm going to start with my man Tyler here. I'm going to start with you over here, and then we'll get to Mean Dick. And my question is this professional wrestling business, we all get into it, different ways. Everybody's journey is different. It's kind of similar, but at the same time, it's kind of different. So I want to ask you this, and then Mean Dick, I'll get to you. When did you start loving this? Like, what was your earliest memories of loving this business? And, growing up, not how you got into it, but earliest memories of loving it.
My earliest memories, honest to God, loving wrestling was Mean Dick and his dad got me into it when I was really young.
Okay.
And, it was them. It was those two.
That's what's up. That is what's up. So, like, who did you, like, who was you coming up, like, loving, like, watching and shit? Like, some of your favorites.
Definitely, like, a lot of tag teams. Like,
Yeah.
Christian.
Love Edge and
Team
Christian.
3D, the Guns, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Oh, yeah. See, I've heard you talk about the Motor City Machine Guns before. On like you was commenting on one of the pods that we done. And I was like, yeah, Motor City Machine Guns. There's always dope. I caught them a lot in. I really caught them a lot in TNA. But moving on over to Mean Dick, man. Like your earliest memories, man. Like what made you fall in love with this, bro?
Well, at like 4, I already knew this was a business that I wanted to get into.
Yeah.
I remember specifically getting into Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
And at the time, he was facing Kurt Angle.
Ooh, okay.
And they were putting on some of the hottest matches on SmackDown every single week. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh, yeah.
Let me slip the shirt off.
Unlaced
Yes,
the boot,
yes,
the boot on.
yeah.
It was perfect. I remember actually being jealous because Tyler always had the action figures.
Yeah.
And once I started getting into the action figures, it was a thing where it was like, at one point we looked at each other and we were like, people do this.
Yeah.
You know, like people do this for a living.
Yeah, no doubt.
And we were like, there's no reason that we shouldn't go for everything.
For sure.
So yeah, pretty much, from 4 years old to now, it's always been something that I've loved.
But yeah, man, absolutely. I mean, like I said, we all get into it in different ways. It's crazy to me, but like seeing you guys, I really like Tyler said, the Motor City Machine Guns, and when I see you guys wrestle, like that's the style that I see, like that go, like big time motor, like there's no stop on y'all when you guys are in the ring. I like that shit because when I was coming up, I watched a lot of like the WCW Cruiserweight division and shit like that. Like that was my shit, and it's crazy to me how that's the standard now. You know what I mean? Like that is wrestling right now in 2020 is what I thought was the hottest thing back then because you had like the Hogans and the Macho Mans and the Nashes, and that was all dope. But I was more into like the Dean Malenkos, the Eddie Guerreros, the Rey Mysterios, the Chris Jerichos, those guys. I thought they was putting on the dopest matches. You know what I mean? So Drake, I know that you've been watching them because I've actually had the pleasure of working with these two cats, these dirty Las Vegas boys right here. You know what I mean? But you got a chance to watch them from a fan's perspective. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did.
So what questions do you have for Tyler Lydol, Mean Dick Michaels, the original Sins?
Oh, one question we were talking about none of us knew was how long have you guys been in Indianapolis from Vegas? Because I know you guys are Vegas boys.
Yeah, I moved to Indianapolis back in like 2011. Like, yeah, my parents wanted to move here. Like they're from here.
Yeah.
And then me and him had a conversation. I'm sure you know.
Yeah, once I graduated from high school, I had two options. I graduated, and they said, well, you can go for business, you can go to college.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Or they was like, Tyler came up to me and he was like, look, if you want to do wrestling, the way we've been talking about it since we was children,
Yeah.
we can actually, the Midwest is a perfect place to do it.
Hell yeah.
So I packed everything up in a 07 Hyundai Elantra that I had.
Yeah.
Drove down for 3 days and, got to fucking work and, started doing the damn thing till then, you know what I mean? And it's been history ever since.
No doubt, bro. That's dope. I mean, that stories you guys are gonna tell when you guys make it to the dance. You dig what I'm saying? Like driving, like that story. Like you can listen to any podcast, like listening to some of these cats talk about how they got into it, and like it's not the same, but once again, it's similar. You know what I mean? They just do. I had a chance to come in and jump in. I had my opportunity through the podcast, and I just, I was carrying mail and shit, like working 6 days a week, sometimes 7 in December, and just miserable. But once I started this podcast, because I went back home to California last year, you know what I mean? Went back home because I'm originally from LA, so I went back home. Yeah, West Coast all day. But I went back there, and my brother, he was like, man, all you do is talk about wrestling, bro. All you do is talk about wrestling. You need to start up a podcast. I'm like, I don't know how to do that shit. Like, I don't know how to do any of that. But the bro gave me all the tools, and and it got popping, and then it started popping.
Right.
But point of me saying that is, so many people just say, fuck this 9-to-5 shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want, like, it's not for everybody. And that's not to say that if you got a 9-to-5 and you happy with that, go on, do your thing. You know what I mean? But there's people that are just different, special. You know what I mean? That are just like, they want more out of life. You know what I mean? And I can tell that you guys are like that. As soon as you guys hopped out of high school, you guys was like, let's go. You know what I mean?
We wanted more out of this shit. We wanted more than, fucking get a girl, get a baby.
Yeah, get a 9-to-5, and then just be like, well, I'm gonna go home and sit on my hands and watch TV, fall asleep on the couch and shit.
Now
like,
cheap. We throw our body at the floor.
There you go. Hey, I love it. And for on a real serious tip, though, thank you for everything that you guys do, putting your body on the line for all of our entertainment. We appreciate it. You know what I mean? That's real shit right there. So let me ask y'all this: you guys decided you guys were gonna hop into professional wrestling business, which is great, and watch you guys do your thing is dope. You guys are starting to get booked, and we're seeing you guys at a lot of different places, and I love it. I'm glad, because when I saw you guys for the first time last year, I already knew. Like in the back, like I'm always like scouting from a fan's perspective, so I already kind of knew that the passion was there. So where did the training start? Where did you guys start off as far as training to become professional wrestlers?
Yeah, I figured you'd take that. I don't like talking.
So we were pretty much trying to find like a single little crack in the system to get into the wrestling business.
Yeah.
And because that's the whole reason we decided, like, hey, come down here. And so we were online, we were looking at, I think you found it. It was like WCWO.
Pretty much. I called the owner of WCWO, and he's pretty much like, come with a $50 payment, and I'll give you a tryout, and I'll see if you can cut it.
Yeah.
Relayed that message to Tyler. We went down there very first day. He said, it looks like you kids could do something with it. So,
You missed our scouting event. What about our scouting event?
Oh, so we got
So we did this real stuff.
Yeah.
apparently.
So we went he already talked to the man, and before we went, we went to go to watch the show.
Yeah.
And we sat in the back. But it was crazy because
the entire show.
It was like the best dub night ever, though. Like, you don't even understand. Like, it was like, Like, Wolf was there, Cole Radrick was there.
Oh,
I know that Ace Perry
Ace
was there.
Perry.
Damn.
Like, everybody shut their
That was a who's who.
Bro, it's just a regular Friday night for them. They were just...
Who's that?
Yeah,
Bro, I swear. And so we were like, yeah, we're going to get trained here. And then, yeah, and that's where we started.
Yeah. When was that?
It was March 1st is what the receipt says when we paid for our wrestling training was March 1st. That was the first day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very
Last
first
year.
day.
March
So,
Last year. Wow.
little under a year ago as of right now.
Man, I got it. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. I didn't think it was like, you guys haven't even got a whole full year under your belt.
We try to hold ourselves to to the standard that I guess it's like don't dress for the job you got, dress for the job you want.
No doubt. Yeah.
It's one of those things.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, like the way you guys carry yourselves, like outside of the characters that you guys are. You know what I mean? Because we know who you are. You guys are some dirty Las Vegas boys. You know what I mean? You guys are always looking for a come up. You know? Yeah. But the way you guys conduct yourselves outside of the ring is the way it should be done. Like, yeah, for sure. Like, anytime, like, I've been to a couple of shows with my man Mean Dick over here, and every time I see him, I'm like, man, that's a young Shawn Michaels right there. He always looking like a young Shawn Michaels to me.
I forgot the dangly earring.
Yeah. No, but that's what I see, and I like it. I dig it. You know what I mean? Because you guys seem like you guys always keep your ears open, you know what I mean? Like listening and shit like that. And like when I see you guys going out there, like they're like, okay, there's this one dude, he comes to every DCCD show. He comes to my job every day because he works in the building next to me. And he's like, man, those that tag team, the Original Sins, I'm always getting into it all the time. He always get there and he always end up getting drunk. And he's always getting into it and he's like, man, I hope I'm like, nah. I hope they don't think that I'm like, for real. I'm like, bro, keep giving it to them. They're loving it.
Here's the thing. One time so we walked out.
Yeah.
They don't even get this. We walked out there. We argued with them for like a crowd of 7, probably. A crowd of 7 men.
Yeah.
Men. I'm like, grown men. And I'm like, wow. And then we walked back from the locker room, and these boys tried to rush up on us.
Yo!
It's like Original Sins. And we were just like, go to hell.
Yes. I love it. See, that's law. See, I feel like right. No, there's this one meme that was circling around the internet for a little bit, and it was like I forget exactly what it was, but it was like Hills when they're in the ring, and it's somebody looking like mean and shit like that, and the other one is like Hills at the intermission.
Oh, yeah, Chief.
You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, that's not the Sins.
We have literally never done it.
Guaranteed.
See, that's lost in wrestling, bro.
Someone just actually told me about that. I didn't even know.
Well, honestly, we're just kind of assholes and didn't want to go out.
I literally just recently quit smoking squares.
Yeah.
We used to literally go outside and just be smoking a cigarette. Me and Dick would be telling me something about a match.
Talking about some random shit.
That'd be it. And I never heard of it. Like, I just found out about it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Man, keep not doing it, bro. Because for me, because I think I think I'm a little bit older than y'all. I'm about to February 1st. I'm about to be 33, so I'm an old ass motherfucker. But one thing is, man, I guess like it was cool for a little bit, but I don't like all the heels want to be cool. You know what I mean? They want everybody to like them, and I like what y'all do, because even though you guys are new in the business and you guys work the way that the way you should be working in 2020, the fast-paced style, the way that you guys carry yourself and be like, with all the fans, like, get the fuck from around me.
Right.
I like that shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We never looked out to be like the cool guy.
Yeah.
We're just looking to be ourselves.
For sure. No doubt.
Like, we're just here to fight.
It's like whatever you think of us, you think of us.
Yeah. And you know how the West Coast is like, you're not real friendly over there. You walk past each other. Even, bro, you can see someone every day. You're not going to talk.
I'm not going to say
shit.
That's it.
Trust me, you can walk by.
It's a big city.
Crenshaw and Slauson, bro. You go walk by 5 motherfuckers and ain't nobody gonna smile at you, not one.
Be about your own business. That's it.
Yep, you be about your own business, and if you even look up at somebody, they gonna think that you about theirs. So it's like, you know what I mean? You just keep it pushing. You know what I mean? So what you got over here for the original sins, bro?
Yeah, I've been struggling with that. You guys were talking about like watching Rey Mysterio and Kurt Angle when you were young, really liking that. What was a match when you were really young and impressionable that just really hooked you and was like, fuck, this is definitely for me?
A lot of good ones. I think the one that cemented the idea of I gotta be a wrestler was 2008 WrestleMania 24, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels.
Ooh, yeah.
Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels. It was one of those things that not only did it tell a story, but obviously the wrestling was great. And for Rick to be the age he was at the time, and to perform at the level he did, was like, it was insanity. And for me to know that not only could you do it, but if you took care of your body, you could do it for a long time.
Yep.
I was sold on it. That was beautiful match.
So good, and then the ending was special too. So
I literally rounded off like 10 matches in my head. So I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna tell you somebody who was super impressionable on me. And
sure.
I always felt like even if I thought something was super fake in wrestling, like I always believed this dude when he dove, he never landed on his feet. He always hit the ground. Yeah. Like everything he did. Chris Benoit. Like I've always. Yeah. That's the guy that really did it for me, probably.
I can totally understand that.
Oh, for sure, man. I was just listening to his son's interview with Chris Benoit. Man, so heavy.
It's beautiful. It's great.
Oh, so heavy.
It's an awesome interview.
It was so good.
I'm all for it.
I want to see it.
Oh yeah.
I want to see it.
Yeah, give me that.
Man, and fuck anybody who's telling him he shouldn't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts. I seen a little bit of that the other day. I'm like, oh no.
People do his thing.
That's one big thing about like the new times today. Is like
everybody got an opinion.
Everybody's
big
got an opinion, and if you don't agree with it, they're gonna be mad at you.
Exactly. Like
that's ridiculous. Why do you gotta be mad?
Just because you hurt don't mean that you right. You know?
Right. Facts. So like, okay, let me ask you this. Okay, this question is straight up, shooting straight at Mean Dick. Your name. Your name.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I've been thinking about this all day. Mean Dick, was you just like raw dogging a chick or something? And like mid going and was like, you know what? That's a dope. I'm giving her that Mean Dick. That's my name now.
I got you, Chief. I can tell you this. Used to be my nickname in high school.
Okay.
Went by Mean Dick. And when I learned that there was a wrestler named Dick the Bruiser, I looked back and I watched it and I was like, oh, that's funny. I like that. Dick the Bruiser. And then there was Dirty Dick Michaels. And I was like, that's funny. And I was like, Dirty Dick Michaels would be funny, but I'm like, nah, Chief, you Mean Dick. Mean Dick Michaels it is, then motherfuckers. Hey, man, I've heard a lot of comments about it.
No, I like it, man. It's different. You know what I mean? And like I said,
there was one time we were at PPW, like the second time we ever went there. And nowhere ever where we go does anybody cheer for us.
Right,
Good. Look, here's my thing. There's a corner of this crowd who starts a small Mean Dick Michaels chant that then turns into a loud Mean Dick Michaels chant from the left side of the room, and I was like, oh my god.
Didn't expect the Mean Dick Michaels pop. That was good. That was fun. Yeah, that was a good time.
That is so crazy. That is so crazy. So I guess my next question is this, like, so you guys came together, obviously you guys have known each other forever.
Yeah.
So like, the Original Sins, that name, how did you guys settle on that name and why? I don't care who starts it, but all right.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was giving me the ball. That's cool. So we originally started with like the 7 Deadly.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And at first we were thinking of an idea, it was like, you know what would be really cool is if we got in the ring and we morphed every single time we wrestled into one of the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah.
And it just got to a point where it was so heavy and it was like, dude, that's not us.
Yeah.
We never actually, it was just we never worked it, it was just instinct.
Yeah.
And eventually we got to the point where like, that's not us. And we were like, if anything, we embody the sins. And it was like, we are the original sins.
There was.
One of us said, ooh, that sounds good. And the original sins, we started thinking about it, and we're like, you know what? We're we're the fucking original Sins.
I like it.
And, you know, from that point forward, that's been us.
I love it. I love. See, I dig that name. See, what you guys, how you guys are, the way I see it from my perspective, like, it feels like you guys know exactly who you are. You know what I mean, and what you guys want to do as performers. And I dig that. You know what I mean, because there's so many people, like, from your perspective, my perspective, from the fan perspective, basically, is I see a lot of indie guys, and they're dope in the ring, like fire, straight fire. But they don't got a bitch ass clue on who the hell they are. You know what I mean? And man, that's you can kind of get by with that shit on the indies. But if you're looking to go to the dance, you kind of got to know who you are. You know what I mean? And it seems like you guys have got that down packed pretty early in the game. You know what I mean? Because if you don't get to the dance, you got to. You know what I mean? So I think that's super important because and it really started in like the Ruthless Aggression era where everybody was just going out there in black trunks and shit like that. And they're like, oh, I'm the wrestler. Right. You know what I mean? Like, gotta have some characters too. You know what I mean? You gotta be character driven. And when I see you guys and what you guys do, especially that one promo that you guys submitted me, I was like, okay, it's all clear to me now. Like as soon as I watched it, it snapped with me, and I was like, I see it, I get it. So for the people out there in the 14 different countries across these great United States and locally right here in Indiana, I wanna ask y'all this. Well, I want you guys to tell them this. Who exactly are the original Sins? What are you guys trying to get across when you guys are cutting promos? Bullshitting with the fans when you guys are coming out. Who are you guys?
I got this one, Chief. Tag team on the planet.
Okay.
That's what we are.
Okay.
And that's not something striving to be the best tag team on the planet. That's already a done deal.
Period.
So there is a part of it where you obviously want to make it to the big time.
Yeah.
Whatever you think the time is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our thing. Since we were children, we were like, how cool would it be if we could pay the bills beating people up?
No doubt.
That's it. So we decided if we could do that together, that's what we would do. And we're the baddest tag team on the planet because of it. Boom, 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 boom.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. I ain't got no reason not to believe it because I didn't see you guys enough, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It's almost been a year, it's a few months out, but it's almost been a year since I see you guys, and I'm like, it's like I told Hutch on one of the podcasts, guys, go check out the old episodes, but I was like, every time I see these cats, they just keep getting better and better and better. So like, y'all are some young cats, you know what I mean? So you guys, man, so much time ahead of y'all. So much ahead of y'all to just go hard as fuck. And I can see it. Like, if you guys keep on the pace that you got to go, I can definitely see you guys bills full time, with wrestling. With that being said, Drake, I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to you. You got any questions for the Sins?
Yeah, I got a question in spirit of Mikey Hutchins' rest in soul.
Right. Rest in peace.
Sent you something? Yeah, something that's from beyond the grave. I got a message from the damn grave. If you guys, it's fine. If you can't answer, you got any road stories?
I feel like this is gonna be crazy.
Outing any?
If there's something they could tell.
If there's something you can tell, then you don't have to put you on the spot.
Y'all are gonna have to miss out on some real funny ways.
Honestly, yeah, some of the best stories are going to have to wait till the retirement.
Yeah, I feel it.
I'm trying to think of some right now. Right now, I'm not trying to out anybody.
Sure, for sure.
There's a couple of cats that are still trying to do some big things for some big people. That if I said anything,
you ain't trying to start them yet.
Yeah. So this one's totally fine. Doesn't break any time. All right. So the first time we went to DCW, when we met y'all, Omindic drove his car. We parked that boy right on the side.
Never a good question to ask me to drive by. Anybody's wondering, not a good option.
He parks over on the side. By the way, we're 2 feet from the building. We didn't know how to tell the people who were going to come help us how to help us. But part of being at WCWO, you kind of get a bunch of different trainers, and it all depends on when you went there, on who trained you. And so happened, a few of the guys that trained us who we did our first match with was JKO and TJ Kemp.
Okay, yeah.
And we were like on the phone with them. We're like, we don't know where we're at. Like, we literally have never been to this town.
Yeah.
We hate these people. They stink. They don't stop coming up to us and asking us what's going on. We're like, get away. Anyways, they finally get over there after freaking laps and laps and laps around the building, and they come and help us out, and we get it together. And the funniest thing, they literally just looked at us and was like, "Oh, you got your first road story," and they literally the rest of the time they were like, "At least you got your first road story." Like, this is a horrible road story, guys. Why are you doing this to us?
Surprise fact, me and Nick's car breaks down every single time we drive.
Oh, no.
Single time. So yeah, it was one of those things. Got in the car. Good night. His rookie night. DCCW treated us really well.
Good.
We got in the car. Nice. Probably a little blitzed at the time. Knowing the sins. And the car wouldn't start. Turned the key, car didn't go. So yeah, I say we probably killed about
Have to call upon Dad and Dad.
Yeah.
Save us, Dad.
Grandmasters, TJ Kemp and JKO. Yeah.
They saved us. They saved us, man. Gave us a jump where it was on.
Yeah, you guys are good to go.
Yeah, we appreciate those guys a lot too.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. And guys, we're going to take a little pause for the cause. We got to pay some bills here real quick. But when we come back, we're going to stay chilling with the original sins. It's going down.
Hey guys, this is the director, Con House, of In Your House, and this episode is sponsored by Podcorn. Podcorn is a marketplace connecting podcasters to amazing podcast sponsorship opportunities such as host read ads, interview segments, topical discussions, and more. With Podcorn, there is no middleman. Podcasters of all sizes can browse and choose opportunities right on the platform, set their own rates, and collaborate with brands directly without any exclusivities. You never give up any rights to your podcast, and Podcorn is here to support you at every step to ensure you're protected and compensated for the work that you do for brands. The marketplace mission is to give podcasters transparency, creative control, and freedom, and full control of how and when they monetize. So check the show notes on this episode and you will see a link to www.podcorn.com/podcasters. But now, it's time to get back to In Your House.
Guys, we are back here at In Your House with the director, Cotton House, and reporter, Drake Kennedy. And we are here with the original sins, having a great night here at Dragon Hordes Coin and Gaming. They're about to have a big tournament going down at 10. You definitely want to check it out if you're into Magic. But, man, we're having a great conversation here with the sins, figuring out who they are, where they want to go. And that just kind of segues right into my next question, which is this. We've talked a little bit about you guys aspiring, to want to wrestle full time. Where's some of the places that you guys would like to go, and as far as wrestling, and then where is the end game for the original sins? Like, where do you guys want to call home as far as paying those bills? What's the place that you guys want to call home?
So, I know we've teased a lot of ideas. We'd be like, how hilarious would it be if, the two meanest people went to Japan? Everybody's super polite and honest.
Yeah.
And, that could be really fun. But ultimately, as much as we would love any opportunity,
sure.
If we had the pick of the litter, it'd probably be the place that we watch most right now, which would be AEW.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That would be a beautiful end.
I think that'd be a great fit.
Anyone that would pay us these big bucks would be a great fit.
For sure.
We're down.
Yeah, something I watch consistently right now on a weekly basis is NWA Power.
Oh, I love NWA Power.
I think it's great.
We got one beef with One beef with NWA Power, and it's the fact that they have no entrance music, and that's my literal favorite part of the whole.
Yeah, it kind of bothers me a little bit too, but it does. Yes.
That's just
It's just one of those things where you're so accustomed to theme music that at this point, when it doesn't happen, you're like, who messed up?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But aside from that, I think the talent's amazing.
Show's fire.
A lot of people are going further away from Ring of Honor. I still think Ring of Honor is a great place to work.
Yeah.
I still think it's a terrific place to get a name out. and even places like Evolve.
Oh, yeah.
I've always thought about working for Evolve. Any of these places, give us one opportunity, and we would take it and go crazy.
I could so see you guys doing some work with Evolve. I could see that. I think that'd be a good fit. But as far as Endgame goes, yeah, you guys would be perfect for AEW in my opinion. Like, and then it'd be great for you guys because you guys will be able to, you know what I mean, do what you guys do full time. But then the schedule's not crazy. Like you know what I mean. Like if you're on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, you're constantly on the move, and you know what I mean. You could ask so many different like competitors. Like I've even talked to the Pope about this on his podcast. Like you get burnt out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's one thing that I would hate to see, especially for a couple of passionate cats like y'all, to see you guys get burnt out. And I feel like with AEW that won't happen because there'd be a good work-home life balance from all the stuff I've heard about AEW. And then just the work rate will be perfect for you guys. And then for me, in my mind, that's like perfect fit for y'all.
It's just one of those things where it's like we both looked up to CM Punk.
Yeah.
And one of his big things was the day I stop loving it is the day I'm going to stop doing it.
Yeah.
We just love it so much that nobody sees themselves falling out of love with wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that being said, we probably love this business more than we ever had.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, bro. Being like, I was getting burnt out on being a fan. Like that's what
Bro, I'm gonna say number the word.
Yeah. So it's like, I was like, man, that's the next step for me. And it's not the next step for everybody. But that's for me. I feel like most workers, when you start wrestling, you don't
watch as much.
Yeah, you don't watch as much, but you also you're more selective on what you watch.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Absolutely, because honestly, y'all, like, I was one of those guys a few years ago that did not know nothing about indie wrestling. Like, I didn't know nothing. Right. Only thing, I was one of those cats that only knew about Raw and SmackDown, and I got hit NXT like before the network even came out. Right. Like I was watching NXT on Hulu, and it was during the FCW and NXT merger when like guys like Cassius Ohno was there, and like it's not like big body Cassius Ohno. I'm talking like skinny Cassius Ohno. You know what I mean? And then like Richie Steamboat was there. You know what I mean? Like Roman Reigns was like Liaki. Yeah, he was we're talking way back like the infancy of NXT, and I was like, yo, this is like the best shit I've ever seen, because I was like so done with like Monday Night Raw and SmackDown because it was so formulaic, and even now it still kind of is, you know. But then I started getting turned on. What's that? They're edgy now. You know what I mean? So edgy. But then I started watching Ring of Honor and shit.
Yes.
I got in the Ring of Honor. I'm like, oh my god! I was like, I didn't know wrestling could be like this.
Now, albeit I got a little spoiled first time I got in the Ring of Honor. Adam Cole was running.
Oh, yeah.
So him, I think it was Mike Bennett on the side of him, and I think Matt Taven was in there.
Oh yeah.
That's just some good work. And then you had Dalton Castle.
Oh yes.
And it was like a lot of good work.
So much good. Yeah, I mean, Ring of Honor was just fire in its heyday, and you know what I mean. It's like you said, people's kind of throwing dirt on their name and stuff like that with a lot of controversies going on. But now they're starting to do work again with NWA Power. They're going to start working with New Japan again. They're starting to get some New Japan talent over there in Florida for their big show. So let me ask you this, Tyler. You was a Motor City Machine Guns fan, so was you like heavy into TNA?
Oh yeah. I watched TNA a lot when I was like probably from before, like predating Kurt Angle coming. I remember Jeff Hardy's like first run.
Wow.
Yeah, I watched it the whole way. I'm sure you did too.
I love TNA. First time I saw AJ Styles.
Yeah.
I watched it all the way until Chris Sabin won the world title when he smacked the dude over the head with Hammer's bully.
Yeah.
So I watched it from like Hardy's first run all the way to that, and probably a little longer. Yeah.
For a split second, I was like, Impact take over.
Yeah.
So let me ask you all this. You was watching Impact. What was your guys' response? Because I remember I remember exactly where I was at. I was living in Indianapolis. My son had just been born, and I was living in a little studio apartment with, at the time, my girlfriend, but now my wife. And so I want to ask you guys this. What were you guys thinking when Hogan and X-Pac, Nash, all they showed up on TNA? What was your guys' first thoughts? Because I can tell you what mine was, but go ahead.
Let me first say, if any of them are listening to the podcast, I love all you guys.
Yeah.
And X-Pac, Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, you guys are amazing.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss. If they're not listening, it was the thing that killed Impact.
Oh, bro, I wasn't gonna say. I was gonna say, but I was waiting to see what you guys thought. But absolutely agree.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
it was
man.
one of those things. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Said Boredom was the name.
Oh man, well if Mikey Hutch is dead, I might as well.
No, man, but I agree with you, man. I think like I actually did a podcast early this morning. Before I went to work. And I don't know if you guys heard this, but Impact just got pulled from Twitch because the RVD shit.
No way.
Yeah. You know how his girl got a girlfriend?
Yeah. So like check this out. Bro's been putting out promos. Like RVD's like a new this is just a life I live. Yeah, like he's doing like a pompous thing, but he's still RVD. He's just like, this is just a life I live.
Kind of like a Charlie Sheen type feel to it.
He got this girlfriend super bad, right?
Yeah.
Like she like a model, and then in a promo she got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And RVD making out with both of them.
Yeah.
I think I kicked off Twitch for that.
Man, they did like they took it a little bit further than the live sex celebration with X.
Oh, that was one of my favorite things.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The celebration was the greatest thing.
Oh my God, so hot. But they took it a little bit further than that, and Twitch pulled Impact from their streaming network because of it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
If you can hear me, boo.
Come on,
Yeah, straight up, but come on, man. It's a streaming service. Yes.
That's the man right
But
Marijuana legend, wrestling.
facts, bro. Facts. Man, leave that man alone. But like my point of saying that is like, man, every time it seemed like Impact is about to die, it keep coming back. I said it word for word on the pod. I was like, Impact is like herpes, man. You think it's gone, but it keep on coming back.
The thing is like we've worked an 8-sided ring.
Yeah, have you? Okay.
Yeah, we worked.
Okay, what was that like?
Well, we did it at Young Guns, and it was actually really interesting. Yeah, it was cool. It was super cool, and that's what kind of drew me to Impact.
Yeah.
They had the crazy ring.
Oh, I loved it.
So as soon as Hogan gets in, he's like square ring. It's like you just took away the only aesthetic that TNA had.
Exactly. People was pissed. I remember that.
Yeah, and buried AJ Styles' theme.
Yeah, that never helps.
Gave all the old WWE brothers all the push.
Oh, yep. That's exactly what happened, man. That's exactly what killed it. So let me ask y'all this. You guys said that you guys worked the 8-sided ring. That poses an interesting question because I heard a lot of at this time I'm just sitting on here steady reading dirt sheets. I got no knowledge on the business. I'm not in the business. I'm not I'm just as a fan. But I was hearing a lot of shit like it was like I guess dangerous for the boys. Was that
8-sided ring? It's a 6-sided ring. Is it 6? Yeah, it's 6-sided.
Oh, it's 6. Yeah. It's all good.
It's a 6-sided ring. I was thinking it too.
But the only thing about a 6-sided ring is all the beams directly.
But not in that ring.
Right. Should I say who's? So
kid does Young Guns.
Yeah. So JKO runs Young Guns.
Yeah.
And he came up with the idea of having this 6-sided ring. And when we saw it, when we put it together, we noticed that it doesn't all run directly in the middle. He's got this well together one, like this custom one, where it all runs accordingly.
Yeah, they never go above each other.
So
one meeting.
Yeah. So interesting enough, it was the exact same as like a regular ring. The way he had his setup. So.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad bump or anything. But yeah, I heard that too. They all like the middle was like too hard to bump it. It was so stacked.
It was all in the middle. Yeah, all the bars were in center. I remember hearing a story about AJ taking a superflex. He said he would never take another superflex in that ring again because it sucked out in the middle.
Yeah.
But no, 6-sided ring for us was shout JKO.
No doubt. That's dope. That's super dope. So, all right, I'm gonna ask another question. I'll let you get one in, but I definitely want to ask this to the Sins. You guys are one of the hottest young tag teams coming out right now. You guys are young. You guys are hungry. You guys are. You know what I mean? Heels deep into the wrestling game right now. So I want to ask you guys this: if you guys have sat down and watched a Monday Night Raw on any given Monday, or Friday Night like Friday Night SmackDown is on right now, and I just honestly, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. So let me ask you guys this. If you guys have ever sat down and watched it, what are you guys thinking about the mainstream product right now, your guys' perspective? What's it lacking? Why do you guys not care? Why, I mean, like, why are you guys here right now instead of sitting down watching it?
Well, I'll first start off by saying I think that the business is like a bag of Chex Mix.
Uh-huh.
You know, like everybody got their own little flavor.
Sure.
If you don't like the peanuts, have the cashews. You know, you don't like the cashews, have the crackers. He
Oh,
comes with
hey,
M&M's.
it's
So when the
definitely
M&M
facts.
Chex Mix come together, he got the M&M's. That's what I'm saying. when the part of the bag come to the M&M's, I'd be like, here go Lydol. Boom. So I take it away. Like, if WWE wants to pander to common fans,
Sure.
like the stumbled across fans, fine. Because AEW panders to the independent fans,
Sure.
you know, like the Mark fans.
Yeah, you can give negatives and positives for both. Like
Right.
sometimes there is too much like spot stuff, like where every match is a spot show. And
Yeah.
Not that I don't like that. I do like.
Yeah, for sure. No.
But some people like and like NWA Power, they don't have music. What draws me into wrestling? Edge's theme song was amazing.
Oh, so
Chris
dope.
Benoit's Randy Orton's Burn in My Life.
All fire.
Like, yeah, I'm like, I cannot not have music in my opinion. I hate that.
Yeah.
It takes me out of my zone. Like, but I get it. It's old school. That's somebody else's.
Somebody else's flavor.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Like NXT is literally WWE's AEW.
For facts.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
big
same
facts.
thing. So I think what Raw and SmackDown's the problem is that they've been around too long and they've been doing the same thing for too long. I don't think they do anything bad
Yeah.
at all.
Of course.
Like,
No, it's still the top company.
yeah,
Don't get shit twisted.
Everything's
Right.
smooth. There won't be any botches.
Yeah.
How do you make
Camera's
a
gonna
roster-
be superb. They're gonna have some of the best workers in the business.
Yeah, how do you make a roster of 20 people and no botches? That's crazy.
I guess it's just one of those things where it's like
Just get tired of the same old thing.
you can't do that, but you can't have guys who write movie scripts doing it.
That's it. That's super
It
facts.
just doesn't.
Super facts.
Bring back the bookers.
Give me a classic booker, a guy, old school wrestler. Hell, Billy Kidman runs some of their stuff in the back. I'd love to see Billy Kidman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Big Billy Kidman fan.
Oh, huge. Man, I loved him so much in WCW. Oh, my gosh.
I think that's why you even really mess with the moonsault. That and
That and Chris Daniels.
Chris Daniels.
Always
Yeah, boy.
I always tried to.
Love it.
you know,
So, Drake, reporter Drake Kennedy, what you got for the Sins, man?
Well, you were talking on it. I was thinking about just ask a common question. You were going over some of your favorite themes. I was going to ask you what are some of your favorite themes. You have to name your favorite.
Ooh, good question.
That's impossible.
Good
You
question.
want to rattle off. You said like Chris Benoit. Or you want to say a couple.
Edges. Theme song.
Yeah.
said Burning My Light, which is
Burn
fire.
My Light is probably the best.
Now hold up, I'm gonna go with classic real quick. NWO Wolfpack.
Ooh, the wolf pack back causing mass destruction. Yeah. Yeah.
These are two weird ones, but I've always loved JBL's theme song. The ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
And all that shit.
Yeah, Kurt Angle's like his original one, his when he was doing WWE,
Yeah.
and his TNA one was all three fire.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Hey man, we didn't talk about Motorhead. My boy Triple H.
Oh man,
Come on now.
Yo.
but I've heard that.
Come on, man. It's time to play the game. You know that.
Oh, Batista.
Oh, yeah.
That's fire.
That's so good. So, there was a lot. And even still, I think AEW has some good themes. You know, one I really liked? Drew McIntyre's old theme, Broken Dreams. That was so fire.
Yeah, Papa Dick goes crazy for that one. Papa Dick thinks that's the
Yo, bro, every single SmackDown vs. Raw video game that Drew McIntyre was on when I created wrestlers, that was my thing. Every single time. Every single time. So, we've talked, I mean, it's been a great conversation. I mean, this has been a hot episode right here. But I want to, and we're nearing the end here, but I want to ask you guys this because I got to ask you guys this because I feel like once you guys are, because in heart of hearts, I got no reason to lie. I think you guys are going to get there. I really do. I think you guys are going to get there. I really, really do. But let me ask you guys this: when you guys do get there, whether it be AEW, NXT, WWE, wherever, who's some guys' name? Give me a couple of teams, because I know you can't. I know it's impossible to say one. What's a couple of teams that the original sins that you guys can realistically step in the ring with? Who do you guys want to step in the ring with before their career is over? And just to put a little notch in your guys' belt to say that you guys did it.
I feel like you got one cooked up.
Well, apparently not the guns, because that
Most of the machine guns was a
since
dream.
they're both still alive,
I would still love to do
guns.
it. Yeah.
If they ever hear this, I would love to wrestle the guns.
Hey, you never say never,
I sell my
bro.
left kidney to wrestle the guns.
And I
You
saw
never,
mine.
yeah, you never say never. You never
We
say
grew up
never.
with 2 kidneys.
Yeah.
I also really enjoy the Rascals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xavier, these boys, yeah, they're very personal. Because I watch NWA Power.
Yeah.
Give me Ricky Morton and Robert Gibbs.
Love it. Dog, that's so possible because them dudes are still
Yeah,
fire.
they still work. They still working.
Man.
still working.
I think it was, what was it? I think it was All Out. I think it was Ricky Morton still doing topes and shit. Like, what? Like, what?
Yep. No,
Oh, the Young Bucks would be cool.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
the Young Bucks. Absolutely. That'd be beautiful.
Yeah, but he says they play the room covered up in man pots. I would assume
You got it.
What they look like?
Ray Phoenix and Pentagon.
Yo, Lucha
Lucha
Brothers.
Brothers.
Yeah, oh man. I give my kidney to see y'all two go up against them.
Lucha Brothers would be a
That'd be so fire, bro. They're so dope, and then to see what they would pull out of you guys. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, I want to be front row for that shit. Oh man.
I also, we ran into Marco's stunt, so I'd love to throw him around a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably do this up though. He's big right now.
He's big body now. He's big AEW, bro.
Where'd you guys run into Marco?
Might have been.
I think he was at a PPW show.
I think it might have been
Oh, he was
Paragon,
at Young
yeah.
Guns. He was at Young Guns.
Oh, that's
That's what it
dope.
was.
Yeah.
Young Guns.
Yep, Young Guns and yep.
That's another reason why I'd want to see you guys at AEW, because they still let them work indie dates and shit. Like, that's so fire to me.
I don't think he was working that. I don't think the full timers. I don't know what they can do.
He wasn't
honest to
working
God.
that.
He wasn't working.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
to be there.
But he was there. Like his brother was at. He was in the Young Guns tournament.
What is it? Was it Logan Stone?
Logan Stone.
Yeah.
Yep. And so that's probably why he was there for that.
No
one.
doubt.
I think they were. Yep.
It's also the night we met BPJ, Brian Pillman Jr. I think that was the first night.
Oh yeah, he's dope.
Very, very cool, dude. Very cool.
Oh man, I get a chance to see him. I've seen him a couple times on a MLW, and yeah, he's dope, man. He's dope. We actually went to Chicago for a MLW show last year. Guys, check that out. The Chicago Story Part 1 and 2 from last year. It was one of the highest downloaded episodes of In Your House Heavy. And we went there and we got a chance to see him work a ladder match. It was him and Teddy going up against the Dynasty. So yeah, it was dope. It was MJF. Yep, MJF. Yeah. Yep. So fire. Like
That's
that.
modern day Ric Flair.
Yeah, that's.
Oh
that's
no, like that's what I like about him is the exact same thing that I like about Shaw, is that he's just a heel's heel. You know what I mean? Like he's not out there trying to pop the crowd. He's not out there trying to be everybody's friend and shit. He's just out there talking that shit. And I'm like I feel like that's really missing. You know what I mean? Like everybody wants to be those cool guys, the DXs, the NWOs and shit, but we need a handful of MJFs, you know what I mean? And especially like there's not even really like a tag team like that right now. So like I feel like there's a spot open for somebody to just come in there and be like, I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm not trying to sign autographs. You know what I mean? And I'm sure if you guys are badass enough, you guys are gonna sell merch, but you guys aren't gonna sit up there and try to tote your merch out there. You know what I
If
mean?
anything, we'll have some Mark selling merch for us.
There you go,
We're not
yeah.
going out there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't ever want to see you guys out there. Listen, straight up, I want to see you guys do good. I want to see you guys sell merch, pull numbers, and get the money that you guys deserve, because you guys gonna go somewhere. I just know it. But I would hate to see the Sins out there pandering. You know what I mean? I don't ever want to see that, because you guys the lane that you guys are in it's untapped right now. You know what I mean? Especially in the tag team division, it's untapped.
We should hire somebody to sell some merch.
We just bully Britannia.
I don't even think they're hip to Britannia.
I'm sorry. First off, I'm gonna put his stuff out there. Earl Joseph can announce his ass off. That guy has a voice I can listen to for days.
Fire.
That being said, I will bully him into submission so he can sell our merch. I hope he's watching this right now.
He's probably, honest to God, with that statement, he's probably laughing.
You really is knowing him, man.
Until I get there. No, you're serious. Yeah, that was funny.
I tried to tell him today, I was like, we gave you that Britannia name. Now you got to use it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love calling him Lord Britannia.
Lord Britannia.
But we originally thought that was going to be his name.
Yeah.
And then he changed up on us.
Done went civilian on us.
Done went civilian. Now he's
The Liverpool lip.
Yeah, Liverpool lip.
Wow.
All right. So this is make it a good one, man, because this is about to be the last one. You got to make it a fire question, man, because this is the last one for the Sims. Because you already know if you don't fire off a good question, you don't know they probably ain't gonna talk to you ever again.
Oh, in the hot seat.
I got like Mikey Hutch, bro.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, and I got if Mikey Hutch manages to come back to life, that's a shitty question. He's gonna rip my ass. Shit.
Yeah, put you in a hot seat, bro. Make it a good one.
Pressure on it.
If there's something major you could change in the business today that you'd really like to see more of,
Ooh, good question.
what would you really add more of?
That's a fire question.
I think we got one.
Well, let me hear it.
You guys can both answer separately. I don't care. Yeah.
I think the importance of tag team wrestling is not what it used to be.
Big.
Tag team wrestling.
Yeah, because like I am totally fine as a fan, and I've heard from multiple other people. I like 2 or 3 tag matches on a freaking show card, whatever you call your wrestling thing that you're putting on.
Sure.
Bro, there's never enough tag matches because the chaos and the story that can be told is crazy.
I agree with that. Also, support independent wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go out there, go to your local show. It's not that much.
Give us your money.
Yeah, give us your $5 to $10. It's not that much.
I'll take
Enjoy it.
$100.
We'll put a performance on for you. You ain't never gonna see another tag team like this ever again. And I promise you, if you go to an independent wrestling show, you're gonna see better wrestling than you'll probably see on the TV.
Yep. I agree with
That's
that.
just me.
I agree with that. Totally agree with that. I mean, I've
take
been.
100.
Yeah,
We'll
they'll
take
take it. They will take it.
I mean, you know.
They'll take the Sims will take it for real. And they're looking for that come up, y'all. They're looking for that come up. But I agree with that because over the years, man, I've been to so many different shows. I've been to indie shows. I've been to WWE pay-per-views. Recently went to the AEW show back in November in Indianapolis. Went there. Like ROH, been to that. MLW, been to that. I've been so many different over the years, and I'm telling you, man, like the indie shows are better, bro.
Yep.
They're better. Like they're just better. Like I realized, I straight up, y'all, like no cap. I stopped on the Raw and SmackDowns because I realized I was just going for my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I wasn't like having no fun. Like I'm like, okay, this is when SmackDown was on Tuesdays.
Yep.
I'm getting off from work, getting off at like 5, busting my ass to get home, change clothes out the work clothes, get the kids ready to go, get the wife, we all go there, shoot up to Banker's Life, go there and get. Anytime they come to Indianapolis, you get a par show. Like you get like a so-so show. Like they're not gonna blow it out for Indianapolis. They ain't gonna blow it out for. We all know they're not gonna blow it out for Indianapolis.
Even though there's been a fucking WrestleMania here.
Right. Like it blows me away. It blows me away. So I go there and like the kids are like, oh, best show ever, shit, and motherfucking shit, and yeah, it was great. And I'm like, that show was okay at best. You know what I mean? It was
There's
okay
3
at best.
matches, and it's all just like segments.
Yes, like you sitting over there looking at the Titantron half the damn show. You know what I mean? I'm like, bruh, like, and then like the most, like if you want to even get close, like you giving a whole paycheck. You know what I mean? It's like I can't go. Like so we just stopped. You know what I mean? Like and then I took my son to his first pay-per-view a couple years ago. It was Clash of Champions, and I went to that, and we got some pretty decent seats. And like even that, I was like, it was just okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was just
No, I
okay.
feel you. Being from Vegas, they do kind of shell out.
Yeah, for sure.
Vegas. I think the last time I went to a show out there, yeah, Vengeance. That was the first time Tyler and I. 2005 was our very first show.
Okay.
0506, something like that. It was when Batista beat Triple H in the Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The last show I saw in Vegas was it was Money in the Bank, and that was the night that Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns the title all on the same night.
Yeah.
That was
That was incredible. So if you're not at a place like that, if you're not at Vegas, New York,
Yeah.
if you're not at a big venue, most of the time they phone it.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
that's the thing where it's like, why would I pay $300, $400
Yep.
to see these guys talk? I
Yep.
can see that on TV.
No doubt. No
Down in
doubt.
the Indies, we're really down here scrapping it out, trying to make it.
That's the beauty about the indie. You can get it face. I will get in your face.
Yeah, y'all, that's the thing. That's why I like it, because it's a bunch of hungry dudes. You know what I mean? Like, I think the two best moments that I went to for Indianapolis shows, the best two moments was, one of them was 2008 when I went to SummerSlam and I got a chance to see Edge versus Undertaker at Hell in a Cell.
That's beautiful.
That was fire. That was when I met Elijah Burke the first time I was still in college. He was just out driving around. It was him and Kenny Dykstra. And we met him outside of Arby's. Yeah. He just driving around. Like, he was like grinning. We kicked it with him for a hot little minute. It was
The
dope.
Pope hang out with Kenny Dykstra. That's a weird call.
I was like, man. But and then the other one was 2012. It was Survivor Series, and that's when the Shield debuted. That's when the Shield debuted, when it was Ryback, CM Punk against John Cena for the title, and they debuted, and it was dope. But other than that, man, just mainly, I hate to say it like this, but forgettable moments. You know what I mean? But okay, so we got one more question here. I got one more question for y'all. It's been an incredible conversation with the Sins. Incredible conversation. So my last question is this. I'm leave them on a high note here. When it's all said and done, you know what I mean? When it's all said and done, you guys got a long way to go before you guys get to this point, because you guys are young, you guys are hungry, you guys are fire at what you do. You guys can go anywhere and get work. You guys can go anywhere and win championships. But when it's all said and done, what do you want everybody out there to remember Tyler Lydol and Mean Dick Michaels, the original Sins? What do you guys want to be remembered for at the end of the day?
I think it's more like we want every kid who ever watches wrestling to fucking hate us.
Yeah.
And we want everybody who's going to be into business and wanting to get into this business to fucking love us.
Yeah.
That's what we want. We want, if you want to be in this business, be like, well, are you doing tag matches? Probably should watch some original Sin shit.
Yeah.
And for every kid to be like, oh, I can't stand those guys every time they come in. Main goal is to be assholes. Right.
See, the way I see it like this, I look at guys like Triple H, guys like Ric Flair, those guys that were like super heels. You know what I mean? Like, I remember when I was a kid, I was like, man, I cannot stand this motherfucker. Like, I hate him. But then as I got older, and you know, my taste in wrestling changed, because, you know, as you get older, you kind of, and there's no way around it. You know what I mean? The curtain's down all the way pulled. You know what I mean? So, sadly, yeah, of course. But like, as you get older, you see that happen, and then you're like, you appreciate them for that.
Yes.
Like, you hated them at that time, but then as you get older and your taste in wrestling changes, and you can start to figure out what's going on, you're like, I hated these guys, but I hated them for the right reasons. Yeah.
I hated them because they were great at their jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I tell everybody who I love heels. I love bad guys. I love to hate the bad guys. I have since I was a kid, and I've always hated people like, oh, you suck. They say, no, you suck. So you just hate them because they're great at their fucking jobs. So I love it. Yeah, it's gold. It's gold.
Like when we were talking about theme songs, like I know, like when I was young, I understood that, like about like JBL. He was one of my favorites. like with that run on SmackDown when he was the champ for.
Oh man, yeah.
I was just like,
You would love to hate
I knew that dude. Yeah, I knew that dude was just like trying to get under people's skin because he was like, look, I'm gonna get under their skin and I'm gonna beat them because I'm smarter than them and I'm richer than them and I'm gonna hit him with this heater clothesline.
Oh God, yeah.
Clothesline from hell.
And if he can't beat him, he's got his boys on his back, and that's what we do.
Cabinet,
we got our boy. We can't lose.
Exactly. Oh man, love it, guys. This was a great episode here with the Original Sins, and guys, we always give our guests here opportunity to plug anything that they want to plug because we want everybody to know y'all's names. We want everybody to be able to follow you guys and all that stuff because they got to be able to see your work. We work in the business of promotion, so go ahead. It is time. Any dates that you guys are going to be at, any dates that you guys want to plug, social media, anything like that, Tyler Lydol, Dick Michaels, it is time to plug it.
Yes, sir. You can find Mean Dick at MDM Original on Instagram and Twitter, or Mean Dick Michaels on Facebook.
And then on Instagram, I'm Tyler_Lydol95, and then on Twitter, it's a little different. That's why I had to get my phone. It's Tyler Lydol_95. So it's just like between different spots. But yeah, and then I'm Tyler.
Also, look out for the Sins. Defend snaps and belts off of IFHY January 31st.
About to let the body set the
Let that be said. Let it be known. And
that's in it's like Tennessee. New Level Pro,
Tennessee. Be there. Or be
Did you still good?
Oh, that's gonna be
I like that.
that is dope. That is dope.
You're gonna have to, unless they let.
Hey, I can see it happen. I can see you guys grabbing those belts up.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Also, book KO Society versus Original Sins. You need them straps too. All them straps. Let them know about all of them.
And we have a tournament. Never mind. We can't. I don't even know if
you guys do got a tournament. I know about the tournament.
Okay.
Ain't it the Dynamic Duos?
Is that it?
That's it.
I didn't know if anybody. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's out there, bro. It's Dynamic. It's at Upstart Pro.
Got it.
Yeah, so you know about it.
Yeah, it's out there. It's out there. See, I plan on being there for that to see you guys do your thing.
Hell yeah, you gotta come out. You gotta come out.
Start busting heads in that.
You know what I mean? Regular everyday shit. You know
For sure. So guys, on a real note here, thank you guys for coming out. You know what I mean? It's, the weather's a little ugly outside, but you guys still made the trip. We appreciate it. It's all, it's all love. Guys, thanks so much for coming on, blessing the podcast, and just thank you so much. And just keep doing y'all's thing because I know in my heart of hearts, I can feel it. And I've talked to a lot of people in just the last year. And like, I see it in y'all. I see it in y'all. You guys gonna get there. You guys gonna get there and get everything that you want. Just keep staying the course that you guys are doing. And once again, thank you so much for coming on, y'all. Truly appreciate it.
Right on. We appreciate you. Book the Sins 2020.
Book those Sins. Gone. Oh man. He forgot. No, that's my boy. So Drake, you know what time it is, man. It is time for you to plug it.
All right, gotta listen to me ramble for a second. You guys are talking about supporting indie wrestling. I just put out a tweet a couple days ago that I'm really hot and passionate about. A lot of people want to talk about how the business and wrestling itself is fake, quote unquote fake.
I hate that word.
Hate it. It's not. It's bullshit. And they're sitting at home watching The Bachelor and NFL and all their sports and acting like that shit's not fixed. And they're into politics like that shit's not fixed. Get off your ass, quit watching The Bachelor. Come out to an indie show, drop $10-15 and watch how fake, quote unquote, it is. It'll change your life. It'll change your perspective.
I guarantee it will.
Come watch these fuckers bust their ass because they do it for almost people. If there's 10 people in the room, they're going to do it.
Yep.
And it's awesome. It's great stuff. I just want to make sure I'm picked up. I don't know where I'm getting picked up from.
Yeah.
But shout out Mikey Hutch. No matter what you watch, what you cheer, what you boo, Ring of Honor, WWE, NXT, AEW, TNA. We are wrestling. We are Legion. We are one. You can catch me on Twitter at Drake Reports IYH. Peace.
Absolutely, guys. We are one. One of the great slogans of this show. And guys, thank you to our guests, the Original Sins, to bring them on, because you know what we do when we get these guests on here. We give them that work. So let you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at. I
Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's all right. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to you. Check us out February 1st. You already know what it is. 752 stepping in the ring with the right hand guard, Sam Knight. Oh, yeah, it's going down at Lines. And you know the boy's gonna be in the building with the Talk of Fame. The director will be in the house. After party going down to In Your House. Birthday bash. Your boy is turning another year old, and we gotta celebrate it. You know what it is. Guys, buy a freaking shirt. That's www.prowrestlingtees.com/inyourhouse. Get this work. Get this shirt. And guys, we tell you this all the time. Hop on this bandwagon. Get on. Or get gone. Because the household, well, we still go mighty strong. You guys have a good day and a great rest of your week. Peace.